Yep, my eyelash is coming off. Okay. Hi buddies, it's Miss Marge. Welcome back to my channel. If you have seen my videos before, if you're new to my channel, just welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I was actually not planning on filming today, but then I tried on these new fake lashes from Quick Fix and I put them on. I was like, oh, let's see how this looks with an eye look. And I was like, ooh, this looks good. And then this happened and now we're here. So welcome to my channel again. Today we're going to talk about FabFitFun. We're going to look at the 4 boxes that we got in 2020 and see if it was a good value, if it was a good year for FabFitFun, and what that means for me next year or this 2021. If you don't know what FabFitFun is a quarterly box that brings you 8 to 10 products. Usually it's like some skincare or beauty stuff, fitness equipment. There's also some clothing. There are purses or necklaces or earrings or things like that, some jewelry as well. So it's a mix of things, but it's mainly things that like a woman might like, I would say. And they tailor them more or less to the season, depending on the season, I would say. And then the other thing is that you get to choose some of those items. Now, there are 2 types of membership with FabFitFun. There's a select membership, and then there is the regular membership. I actually have a select membership, and that means that I pay upfront. So I pay usually my cycle renews, not usually, but my cycle renews in the summer. So in the summer, I pay for the 4 boxes, and that means that I get a little bit of a discount. Usually boxes are about $50 per box. I get a little bit of a discount because I do pay up front. And then you get some extra perks, like you get early access to special sales, because there is a sale before where you can add things to your box, and then there's a sale after the edit sale. You also get more choices. So you usually with a FabFitFun subscription, you get to choose 3 products and the rest just random. With a select membership, you get to choose 5 products and then the rest is random. And so there's a bit of a difference in that way as well. And yeah, those are the main differences. I do have the select membership, so I do pay up front, so I get some more choices than other people. And I also get to make those choices earlier. So that means that usually I get like the full slate of options, whereas some people may be too late in the game to get everything, and they have to choose from a reduced amount of options. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the different seasons, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk about some of the things that they did that I liked this year, and some of the things that they did that I didn't like this year. So let's go and let's look first at spring 2020. Spring 2020. Let's go. Okay, so spring 2020 was the first box that we got this season, but usually like the winter is like adjudicated to the year before. So spring 2020 was the first box I got in 2020. I made my choices in February. I usually make your choices well in advance, and then you might even get your box before the season start, depending on what your billing date is. So because I'm a select member, I get billed first, and boxes ship about a month or within a month of successful billing. So for me, usually I get it before the season starts. I do have my iPad with me just to remind myself of what we got, what I got, just because some of the products I do have, but others I don't. Either they're not here, I don't have them anymore. So I have my iPad to remind me, and also to remind myself what they look like. If I don't have the products, or I have some of them, I'm going to show them to you. But if I don't have them, I will either put a picture here or here, depending on how much space I have on either side, just to remind you of what that thing look like. So the first thing that I got was the Revive Light Therapy Glow Wrinkle and Anti-Aging Light device, which is this little baby, which has a red light, and you're supposed to kind of put it to your skin and leave it there for like 3 minutes. I have not used this a lot, and it was not a FabFitFun problem. It was a mismatch problem, because I'm lazy and I have no follow through. So I tried it, but I haven't given it enough of a try to kind of know if this works or not. I do have to say that I had done some research before I got it, and there is research to say that something like this would actually work. And then I have, I had looked into something like this before, so I'm kind of happy that I got it because I got to try it and know that like this is not a good idea for me. So it's not a FabFitFun fault, it's actually my fault. And maybe, we are in lockdown again here where I live, so maybe like I will spend some time doing this. But I'm happy that I got it, and I probably would not have gotten it had I not had FabFitFun. So this was the first one. Next up, I don't have this here with me. It's actually in my locker with my suitcases because it is the Calpac set of 3 packing cubes in Tutti Frutti. I actually had like paid extra to get 2 of this because I had so much travel planned for 2020. Like I had between April and July, I had 4 work trips. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They're still gorgeous and they're still really nice quality. And hopefully one day I'll be able to use them. But right now they are with my suitcases because I haven't been able to wear them. But I will count them as something that I was happy to get. And I'm sure that had I been able to travel, I would have used them a lot. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But, here's hoping for 2022. So that was number 2. Number 3 was this necklace. I'm just gonna take it out of the little baggie where I have it. It's the Amber Seeds double coin necklace. I've actually like really used this. And I really like it, which is this set of, it's not a set actually, it's this layer necklace. And it has like coins. This is really my style. I wear gold a lot. I also like necklaces like this, and I wear a lot of like V-necks. So this is something that I really used. It's good for the Zoom meetings because like you get caught up here, so at least like you can show some like bling in there. So actually I do like this one and I really want it. It's funny because at the time I was also getting Cosbox, and I also got a necklace from them that looked. It was also a layer necklace, and I've used that one a lot as well, but this one I really love. So we're going, I would say like, so far there were 3 things that I like, out of the 3 that I mentioned. Number 4 was this one. This was the Jaboneria Marianela Rosewood and Lizia Cubiba Imperial Jade Body Oil. I was finding sort of like situation with this one. Actually, it's very dusty. So I got this again with the idea that summer was going to be fantastic, and I could just thinking like, putting it on my legs, my very nice like lightly tanned legs, just go out in the summer. It was going to look great, and then none of that happened because 2020. So I actually haven't used it a lot because of that. It's still really nice, and I did try it, and it smells nice. And it did what I thought it was going to do. I just haven't had a chance to use it because life happened and 2020 happened. But this is freaking expensive, so I'm kind of happy that I got it from them. And hey, here's to 2021. Even if like we can't travel, at least like, I don't know, just going out for dinner here. So that was that. The next one, I do have it, but I don't have it handy because I never touched it, because it was the This Works This Sleep Body Cocoon, and it is like this lotion, I think, to put on when you before you go to bed. But anything that is like supposed to make you sleep has lavender, and lavender gives me the most horrible headaches. So I actually have a box of products that I've gotten through subscription boxes that have lavender or things like that, that I was originally planning to take to the country where I was born. So it's not my home country because I live in Canada now. And I've lived in Canada for a long time, but it's like, it's a place where a lot of my family lives. So I was actually going to go and take it there and just, give them mainly to my grandma because she would love them. And they're still there because I wasn't able to go. So I still have it there, but I say it like this because there's a closet like to my left where those are. But they're like really high up. So I didn't like this one. that was not good. The next one I really, really liked, and it was a set of Chicken Tonic. Chicken Tonic is one of the FabFitFun's like own brands. Silicone straws, brush cleaner, and case. I only have 2 of the straws, but I actually have all of them here. I love silicone straws. If I have to choose like what's going to be ones like plastic straws are banned, which where I live are, I think they are banned, or they're like in the process of, but it's really hard to find them now. I really like silicone. I don't like metal. I don't like the paper one. Ugh. I drink a lot of Diet Coke, and like they foam weird with Diet Coke. So definitely like these ones are my favorite. I remember when I got them, I was also really happy because I drink smoothies in the morning. Sorry, my eyes bugging me. I drink smoothies in the morning sometimes from like this special cup that I have, and I had bent. Had the ones that had the bent, and it was okay. Silicone, but the ones bent, but it didn't go to the end. So these ones were able to go to the end, and I just realized I talked a lot about straws, but I really, really like them. This was one of those. I'll talk more about this, but this was with a FabFitFun pick. I was so happy that I got these ones. I've gotten a lot of use out of them, and also especially now with the pandemic and everything. It's nice to kind of know have my own that like nobody has touched, and that I'm the one washing them at home. The case comes in really handy because you can just put it in your purse and like use it whenever you need, and the cleaner too. But the cleaning brush, you know, I have others from other straws that I've gotten, but this ones are really good, and I really like this ones. And then the last one, this one was a dud. This is the Watermelon Energizing 2-minute polishing peel from Purlis, I think it is, or Purlis, or whatever, however you like to call it. I didn't like this. It was too harsh on my skin. It has like the exfoliating particles are too big, so I didn't like this, and I have not used it. Someone suggested using it for your hands, so maybe I will give it a try. Just you know, do it more for your hands, but for my face, no. I tried it once and I was just like, I'm not a fan of this. So all in all, I'm just gonna go back and do some math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This straight line. Oh, and I forgot one more. Sorry, I forgot one more, which was also one of my choices, which was the Love Script body wash. It was a body wash. The only thing I didn't like about it was that for some reason it closed weird. So I would use it in the shower and then come back the next day and it would be like a pool because it just wouldn't close properly. And then because there was so much like buildup, you couldn't get it to close again. So probably like lost a lot of product that way. So let's give that one a half point. So 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 5.5. So it was a 5.5 out of 8. It's like pretty good for this box. Not all of them can be winners, and I do have some stuff that, you know, I'll get to gift other people, so not terrible. And yeah, so this has been spring 2020. Let's now look at summer 2020. So summer 2020 was an interesting time because summer 2020, it was right in what was the midst of our first lockdown, or I think like I had been in lockdown for a while, and I even remember thinking about whether I wanted to continue or not, because that's when my subscription ends. Usually it's actually summer. So I remember thinking about it. The other thing was the box had some really good things, but they were not things I necessarily needed. So that also made me like doubt, but I think for me, the reason I decided to continue was that everything was so bad at that time, and it just felt like so repetitive, and everything was the same, and it was very like nothing was changing, and the idea of getting something new was really exciting, and the idea of choosing my products was really exciting. So I think it was more that led me to continue than anything else, even though like I'm still happy that I did, but it was a time where like something like this was really needed, at least for me. I needed change. I needed like something to look forward to. So I was kind of excited to get that. Also, it was around the time of my birthday, and I spent my birthday alone. So it was kind of exciting to have something to look forward to, and that's why I really decided to continue, even though I wasn't wowed by this box when I actually saw the items that you could choose from. However, since then, I was very surprised. I have been very surprised. So without further ado, let's do summer 2020. So the first item that I chose for summer 2020 was the Yumi Kim wireless charging pad. So this is a charging pad that you just put your phone on top. I had been wanting something like this for a long time, and I was always like, oh, you know, debating where to get it. So I actually went ahead and got this one, which is, I don't know if you can see with the lighting, but it's actually really pretty. It has flowers. It works well. Like all the different or like all like wireless charging pads, a couple of things to know. Number one is they charge slower than actually plugging your phone. It just takes more time. One problem I'll have is that I'll put my phone on top of it, and then like 3 minutes later I'll go pick up my phone, which is not a huge issue, but you know, I guess in my mind I'm thinking like, oh, I put my phone to charge if I were to plug and I can just still use it. You can't do that when you put it on a charging pad, so that's something to think about. But you know, it's nice. I have it next to my couch, so I can just like lay my phone there when I'm not using it and pick it up when I want. So it works well. It's nice. I have not had any issues with it, so that's a yes. Next up is this little cooler from, I think it's called Business and Pleasure. I have to admit, I was a little bit disappointed when I actually got it because the pictures made it seem like it was bigger. However, I've gotten so much use of this little cooler. I was lucky enough that where I live, cases had gone down a lot in the summer, so things like picnics, or even like I was able to actually go on vacation, so that was really nice. And I took it and we went to the beach, and I was actually able to use in the beach. But also the other thing that has become, or the other situation which has come really handy, has been with my family. We do a lot of like food sharing, and like we'll cook and like bring stuff to each other. So this has been a good thing for me to kind of like schlep food from one place to the other. So actually I've gotten a lot of views out of this. I'm very excited that I got it, and it's cute. Also funny, as I said, I was able to go to the beach, and like I saw quite a few of these ones too. So that's interesting and exciting to see other people with it. So I would say definitely yes, I really like this. I'll just put it on the floor. Next up, let's take a look. Next up, I don't have them with me because they're probably in one of my purses, but it was the Tom's Sydney sunglasses. I've heard people complain that like everyone and their mother were wearing the sunglasses, which yes, what can you do? I actually found them really useful. So I wear glasses on a daily basis. My sunglasses are prescription sunglasses, but with wearing masks, though, that became a bit more complicated. So I've been wearing contacts a lot more, and it was nice to have a pair of sunglasses that was not prescription, that I could wear with my contacts and I could wear with my mask. So I really enjoy those, and actually again, they're probably in one of my purses, because last time I went to drop Christmas gifts for a friend and I wore my contacts, and then I know that I brought them with me that day because it was for sunny, so they're actually probably in my car. Next up is the Silly Isla Ice Roller, which is this. This was a bit of a flop for me. So even when I got it, I was not planning on doing it on my face, but I do have a lot of headaches, so I thought that might be useful for the headaches, and even for like my neck, because I get a lot of tension headaches. I don't love, hear that? I don't love the way it doesn't roll nicely. So I think that's like a design flaw that this has, that it just doesn't kind of like roll nicely. So this is not very relaxing, and this is not very soothing. So no, I did not like this. So yeah, that was not good. Next up, we had the Grace and Stella Say Hi to Hydration Hyaluronic Acid. I'm actually using this right now with my moisturizer, because the one I'm using right now is just combining it with hyaluronic acid. So I am using this one. It's fine. It's hyaluronic acid. Can't say more, but it's nice. Next up, it was the Winky Lux Unibrow Brow Pencil, which is this one. I'm actually wearing it right now. I've been wearing it a lot. I was so happy to get this. This was another one of those FabFitFun picks. So I was very happy to get this one. I've gotten a lot of use out of it. It's actually pretty good. So I really like this. And then the last two, I'm going to do them together, is the Chirocco Foot Cream in Sicilian Blood Oranges, and then the Spongel Coconut Verbena Hand Cream. So it's this two. As you can see, they're untouched. Not because I didn't like them, but because I have other products that I'm still using. So they're kind of like in my, I have a bin where I have like, not a bin, but I have a special place in my closet where I actually keep things, you know, to enter into rotation. So these two are there, and eventually I will use them, but I just haven't had a chance to use them just yet. But they're nice, they smell nice, they seem to be good products, so it's not bad. So let's look at the numbers once again and see how we did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to give this to half a point each because I still have them. So there wasn't anything offensive about this one's to me. So I'm going to give them half a point. And now I need to do math again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I like 6 things out of the 8 that I got, and then like this one's like I haven't like used them enough to actually judge them. But again, a good number of things. So things that I came out ahead with what the price of the box is and what I got. This one said that the box was worth $265. I don't know about that, but like I feel like I got like my $50 worth of stuff. So this has been summer, and we are now going to go to fall 2020. Okay, so fall 2020, I have to say, I freaking loved fall 2020. Like, not fall 2020 in the sense of like the actual season, but like the box for fall 2020. And I added so much to my box because you can add extra choices if you want. That my box was worth $672. Yes. So there were so many things I really wanted. So I feel like when it comes to curating that box, I totally get it, and not everything is for everyone. There have been other boxes where I have been underwhelmed and people have been like crazy about them. For me, like this was a mismatched curated box. So the first thing I got, which I don't have in my hands and I can't find anywhere, but like I remember the last time I actually took it out and brought it home, and I remember cleaning my place and putting it away. I just can't remember where that was, so I currently don't know where that is. But it's the Bodcure New York Bond Tote. I'm gonna put a picture somewhere, or hopefully the picture is already there. It was this huge tote bag. If you know the Longchamp bags, it was similar to that. I actually have Longchamp bags, and some of them like starting to look a bit worse for the wear, so it's nice to have something to replace it. They're worth like a lot of money. They're worth like $130 US. So to just get it in the box was fantastic. This was something that I chose. There were 3 other good choices too, but this is what I wanted. It's big, it's good, like if you're just going somewhere interesting like overnight, you can just put everything that you need there and like do that. So that was a wonderful thing. I loved it. Next up, I'm just gonna make some room, was the this like scarfigan. So it's like a scarf and a cardigan and a poncho all rolled into, well, it's not a poncho because it's open in the middle, but basically it's like wearing a blanket. It's lovely, especially from working from home. Like just, if you want to have something to keep a little bit warm and like be cozy, it's actually really, really nice. So I loved it. It's really nice. It's nice quality. It's super soft. For this one, I also paid a little bit extra and I got like a second choice, which was a Dr. Dennis Gross Serum, which was just okay, but we're not counting it in this calculation. I also got this necklace from Jenny Bird, which is the, sorry, I should have done this before. It's these layered necklaces. As you can tell, I like layered necklaces. I should have done this before because now there's a knot here. But it's basically a layered necklace, and it has this pendant. I haven't worn it quite a lot, I have to say. Part of it is I tend to wear more gold than silver, but it's actually really nice, and I have worn it. Oh, I think I fixed it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. No, there it is. It's nice, and it's nice for those like maybe a lower cut, and it's nice to kind of like draw the eye and just elongate. So actually I'm really happy that I got it, and it's worth $115 US. So again, like a lot of bang from my back with this one. I also got a second choice for this one. For an extra $10, I got a bracelet from Jenny Bird as well, so I was happy for that. But yeah, this one I really liked, and when I wear silver, it's a good necklace to have, and it's definitely something that looks a bit better quality than what I usually tend to buy, because yeah. So that's another one. I hope you're not hearing my neighbors because they're being loud in the hallway. Okay, next up we had the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cleo Brow Gel. I'm actually wearing this right now as well. It's good. I've actually had tried this before, so that was good, and you know, it's about like 20 something dollars at Sephora, so I was happy to get it. There was also, I got this set of 3 barrettes from a brand called 8 Other Reasons. I've used this a lot. They're very cute. Let's see if you can see them on the light. Oh, there we go. I've used them a lot. I really like them. They're, again, very me colors, and they have like gold in the back. Oh, you're gonna hear my neighbors now. Maybe not. So they're really nice. I love them. I hope, you know, I get to use them more, but it's really nice to kind of like do my hair. And again, with Zoom, sorry, there's some fluff. With Zoom meetings and things like that, and I'm a lot on Zoom when I work, it's really nice to be able to have some like zhuzhing in my hair. So I like to have this. Next up, I don't have them because I've used them all, but I will put a picture, as always, is the, I'm gonna say Bush pedicure in a box duo pumping spice. So it was these 2 sets of pedicures in a box, and it came with, it was a 4-step. So you had like a soak and a scrub and a mud mask and then a moisturizer. So it was really nice. Actually, in the following add-on sale, so for the winter, I actually ended up buying more of this brand, just a different like style. Because I really like them. I don't really know if they were that good on my feet, but it actually sort of, I got this box and we went into the beginning of a second lockdown, or like more restrictions. There were more restrictions. So it was nice to have something to do for myself at home, sort of like a relaxing me time, self-care kind of thing. So I really like them. So I'm gonna give them a huge thumbs up. And then again, coming back to those FabFitFun, well, this one, the boyish one was also a FabFitFun pick, but my other one was this one, which was the Nature Lab Tokyo Perfect Repair Treatment Mask. I've used it. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not great. I haven't used it that much, so maybe I need to give it another chance. It's fine. You know, it's nice to have like something when you feel like your hair needs a little bit. When you feel like your hair needs a little like perking up. But yeah, it's actually a good brand, and people have said some really nice things about it. So I'm gonna continue to use it. But it was good. And then this was a very contested and very like complained about item, and like I agree, because like this is not good. This was just not good. It's the Beauty Crop Glow Milk, nourished with coconut oil. It's basically like highlighter, which I would be fine with, and I like cream highlighters or liquid highlighters, that's fine. But this is very chunky. So when I actually wore it, like it didn't look nice. It didn't look like delicate or anything like that. It just looked like, you know, like a clump of highlighter. So this was not good. This was just not good. So for this one, let's go back to our mask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I actually really like 7 items out of the 8 that were part of this box. I got some extras, but we're not counting those in this specific analysis. So yeah, so there were 8 things. There were 7 things out of the 8 things. I think that that's a great thing. And with just the bag or the scarf gun or just the necklace, I made up the cost of the box. So definitely great business or a great deal on my part for this one. So this was fall 2020. We are going to go look at our last box of the year, which is winter 2020. So we come to the last box of 2020. It's winter 2020. As I said before, FabFitFun adjudicates the winter box to when winter started in that season. So that would be winter 2020 because winter starts in the summer of 2020, and you make all your customizations or your choices in 2020. So while many of us would say we're in winter 2021, for them this season is winter 2020. So I had mixed feelings about this box, but then when I got it, there were some things that I really used. So let's go and look at those. So the first thing that we got, or that I got and I chose, this was something that I chose, was this robe from Summer and Rose. It has a hood. Summer and Rose is one of their in-house brands. So they make them, so I always like, when they tell you what the value of that item is, it's like, is it really? But whatever the value was, I actually had looked at how much a robe would be online, and it was still a good deal to get the robe through FabFitFun. I had one, but it was nice to have a second one. And what I like about this one is that it is a little bit thinner than my other one. It's still really warm, but it's a little bit thinner than my old robe, so it's a bit more comfortable to wear. It has a hood, as I said, and it is so soft. It's like wearing a blanket. So 10 out of 10. Definitely loved it. Next up, I chose the Lily Pulitzer ceramic mugs, a set of 2, which is this one's. So I have 2 of this. I was on the fence about this, and then I thought I had made a bad choice when after I submitted my choices, but before I got my box, I felt, oh, maybe I did, like, I made a bad choice. But actually I love them. One of the things I like is that they're very curved in the bottom, so it's really good for hot chocolate, because with my other mugs, usually like there's a lot of like residue on the bottom, and this one, with this one I don't, because they're more curved. So they're really good for hot chocolate, and like they're so cute. Like, look at this, look at this. Like, I feel like I look like an influencer. So I love them. I use them very often. I don't love them for tea, but they're my hot chocolate mugs. So I have my tea mugs, and these are my hot chocolate mugs. Next up, we have the Dr. brand Pore Dermabrasion. It's a pore perfecting exfoliator. That's okay. I do it once a week. I have sensitive skin, so I do it once a week because I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to burn my skin or anything like that. But it's a little nice, like, you know, it's a mix of both a physical and a chemical exfoliator. So it has chemicals that will exfoliate your face, but it also has like some grainy stuff that, you know, gets rid of some debris, I would say, in your on your face. It's fine. I like it. This was really pricey at Sephora, so I think like this retails for like, let's see if I can find it. Can't do it. Anyway, it retails for like a lot of money at Sephora, so it's kind of exciting to get those. Oh, no. Then I love this, which are the McClug cabin socks. So these like really fluffy. They're very fluffy on the inside, thick socks, and they have the rubber on the top, on the bottom. Now that I've been working from home now for about, what is it, like 10 months now. So like I don't know what it's like to wear shoes anymore, but these are really nice to, like, you know, put over my, like, when I wear my leggings or my sweatpants or whatever I'm wearing to work that day. They keep my feet cozy and they're cute. So again, 10 out of 10, love them. And then the last thing I got that I chose on FabFitFun were the this set of what are they called? The Ipare cutting board set of 4. As you can see, they are unused, and that is because I apparently inherited some hoarding tendencies from some of my family, and I have these other ones that are like, they could really use a replacement. I actually chose these ones to replace those, but I haven't been able to let go of those yet in order to actually use these ones, but they're so much nicer than the ones I have. And one of the things I really like about them is that they fold. So this will contribute to me making less of a mess in my kitchen, because I am not trying to dump things into other things when it just doesn't work. So I really like them. I need to go get rid of the other ones and start using this ones, but I'll come. I promise you I'll come. And then we have the FabFitFun picks. As you can tell by this box, it's not something that I love, and once I will do a recap at the end, I'll explain why. But I got this below the belt card holder kind of thing. As you can see, it's untouched. I haven't touched it. I don't want to touch it. Sorry, I just looked at myself in the mirror and was like, what's going on? I don't like it. Yeah, they're not. I mean, it's okay. It's a card holder. I just didn't need it, and it doesn't feel like that nice either. So yeah, still its thing. I also got a facial brush. I tried to find it because I know I haven't used it, but I couldn't find it. Somewhere in my bathroom, probably. I still haven't figured out how to use it because as I said, I have a sensitive skin. I'm not about to brush my face. So I don't know how I would use it. The only other thing that I thought it might be nice to kind of like, because it is pretty gentle, to just exfoliate like the décolletage. That might be a nice thing to do, but I still haven't like made up my mind about that. And then the last one that I got was, I tried to find it in my point there because that's where my makeup is, because I know I still have it, it was an eyeliner. I can't find it. FabFitFun for some reason it's not like showing me my entire box. Oh, there we go. Can I see my box? No. It's not letting me see like item by item for this box. But it was a liquid eyeliner. The eyeliner per se wasn't bad. My issue with it was the applicator, because it has a plastic applicator, which just makes a mess because it doesn't absorb any product, so you can't really like, even if you clean it, it's just like, it will just dump all the product because it's just made of plastic. So it just wasn't good. And I also, if you've like watched other of my videos, you would know I suck at eyeliner. And I don't wear a lot of eyeliner because A, I suck at it. B, I have really small eyes. I have crinkly and oily eyelids. So eyeliner is not my best friend. So I don't tend to wear a lot of eyeliner. This was again another of the FabFitFun picks. I didn't get to choose this. So yeah, that's what it was, and I had to kind of use it. But let's go back to this one, to the box, and see how many things I liked and how many things I didn't. So I love the robe, the mugs, the exfoliator, the socks, and the cutting boards. So it was a 5 out of 8. Not the best, but I have to say that the things I did get I really loved. So definitely the mugs, and definitely the robe and everything else. I really like it, to the point that I'm okay with 3 products I just didn't like, because to me it made for what I paid for the box. A nice robe, at least here in Canada, it's maybe like over $40. The McClurg socks probably are like over 20. The mugs, let's say like at the lowest it would be about 20, 25, probably more, but just to give you. So just doing that math, I did get more than what I paid for the box. So definitely I did like it. But there were those last 3 that were like not so good. But anyway, we are going to go and do a little recap towards the end and talk about a few things that I loved and or didn't love about FabFitFun in 2020. Okay, so we have made it to the end of the year. We did all 4 boxes. If you notice that my right eye looks a little bit different than the past videos, is because right before, or as I was actually doing the first take of this part of the video, my eyelash just like fell off. So yeah, we'll have to review my thoughts on the quick fix. I eyelashes, or at least like the eyelash glue. Anyway, so FabFitFun, yay, nay. So I think that for most boxes, I did find things that I liked. I do have one more box in the specific contract, and then, or this cycle, and then I get to choose in the summer whether I want to continue or not. I'll probably will. I think it's just something that I like. It's nice to choose the products. It's nice to get excited about them and do the research and then get them, use them, discover new products. I have products that I now are part now of my like a regular hair or skincare that I actually discovered through FabFitFun. I love that I get to do videos for my friends and family, and that I get to, and now you guys with them, so that's also really great. There's also the add-on sale, which is a sale that you have access to before you make your choices for your box, and it just ships with your box. I've gotten some really good things because they're heavily discounted, so there's some brand names that you get very heavily discounted, so I like that I have access to that. There's also the edit sale, which I have never bought from. Well, actually no, I bought for the first time this season, so I'm actually waiting for it. It has shipped already. There's a video coming, but again, it's another sale that you get after your box ships, and it's again heavily discounted things, so I'm excited to see. It's the first time I actually bought from the edit sale because you have to pay shipping for that one, and you know how we feel about shipping. It's like, oh, the moment there's shipping, we don't love it. I do have to pay shipping for it because I live in Canada, so there's like an extra shipping charge. So I like that I get access to all that. One of the things that I know that will happen, and that's when I'll have to reevaluate, was like, when it's just too much. When am I getting like repeats of products that I've gotten in the past? And there is sometimes some repetition. I can tell you that for 2019, there were like, I think every box that I got had a hair product on it. Now I've used them all, and like, I think I just finished using the last one of those, so it's fine. I actually used it. But how many detanglers slash hair protectants do you actually need? I need a lot of them, but you know, and it'll actually allow me to discover some of the, you know, new ones. And actually there's one that I got in my first box that I repurchased because I loved it so much. So I kind of like, I will have to keep that in mind. It's like, when am I seeing a repeat of products that I already have and products that I don't need? And that's an issue that I have with boxes, which is these products are really nice, but I don't need them because I already have something like that. So that's sort of like number one in terms of kind of deciding when to stop. But for now, I think I will continue. There were two things like FabFitFun did this year that I didn't love. The first one was adding the throwbacks. So the throwbacks were when you got your different categories for choices, because for each product, like usually there's like, they divide them in like 8 or 10 categories depending on how many products, and then like they have like different choices within that category. They're not like, they're more price based than anything else. So they would put some throwbacks, which were products that were very popular in other boxes. They were kind of bringing them back. And there was a lot of debate of whether it was like this was getting rid of old stock. There were also issues with there not being enough stock. So if a lot of people wanted them, they kind of like they ran out of them really quickly. So by the time some people got to make their choices, it just weren't available. And I think it just made things confusing and complicated when there wasn't a need to do that. So for me, I didn't love that. They could have just sold them through the add-on sale or the edit sale, and I think people would have been happy. But that's just me, and you know, a lot of the products that they brought back are products I already had. So, yeah, I just make good choices the first time. So that was something I didn't like. The second thing I didn't like were those FabFitFun Picks products. So back when I joined FabFitFun, you had your choices, either 3 or 5 depending on your membership, and then for products like 6 through 8 or 6 through 10, everyone got the same thing. Now they were choosing what those were, but everyone got the same thing. Now in December, so for winter 2019, they started adding this FabFitFun packs, which was a time where like there were like maybe 2 or 3 options for a product, and they chose one for you. And the reason I didn't like that, and I still don't, and actually before I say that, I'll say, and then for 2020, all 3 or 5 or whatever, how many categories were that you didn't get to choose, they chose for you from a selection of or a group, yeah, from a selection of products or a choice of products. And the reason I didn't like that was because I guess to me, first of all, is if we're all getting the same thing, if I don't love it, it's fine. But now when I know that there is something else I could have gotten that I would have liked better, or that I would have actually liked, it just feels like, it just makes you angry and just makes you, I guess, a bit resentful. Well, no, I don't want to say resentful because it's a box, but you know, it just like gives you a little bit of FOMO, right? So I think first of all, I didn't like it for that reason. The second reason was because if you live in Canada or in the UK, so if you're an international member of FabFitFun, like I am, everyone gets the same thing. So because they don't want to have to trouble themselves with, like, I guess, you know, international customs and things like that, everyone gets the same thing, which is really disappointing. A little editing here because I just rewatched what I recorded and I noticed that I said like everyone gets the same, and you may be thinking, well, Miss March, you said that, you know, you liked it when everyone got the same, so what's the deal? I think my issue is the combination of the two. If we all got the same thing, US, Canada, UK, that'd be fine with me. But I think what I don't like is that they make it this idea of like, oh, like FabFitFun picks, but then everyone else that doesn't live in the US gets the same thing, and there's no mystery to it. And it feels like you are missing out because you're not getting those products. Now, there are other products that because of shipping restrictions, we just can't get international, like the internationals just can't get, and those lists are different from the UK and for Canada. But I feel like with the FabFitFun, it just shows a lack of effort on their part, because they've admitted that it's mainly a lack of effort and that they could do it, but it's just easier to do it that way. So I think for that's why I don't like it, and it feels a little bit like false advertising to me. But anyway, it is what it is. So all in all, I feel like I do like FabFitFun. I will continue to use it. If I had to give it sort of like a grade for the year, I would say, for the most part, I did, for all boxes, I like the majority of the items. I would like them to fix the FabFitFun picks situation, because that feels a little bit unfair to me, as I mentioned. And then I think that's the one that I'm like, yeah, I'd like you to fix this. And I think that one thing that just for all boxes, I wish that they would consider, especially for the items that you don't get to choose, would consider scents. I'm very sensitive to smells. So if something else has lavender, it's like of no use to me. So I wish they would choose the things that maybe are not as scented, and that more people are able to use it. It's, you know, you wouldn't do just earrings for everyone because people may not have pierced ears. So in sort of that same vein, you know, maybe we want to avoid things that are very heavily scented, or things that like only a certain group of people would use. I know that that's not possible to do for everything and for everyone, but just something, especially for scents, something that I would like for them to try to do, just because I know that I can't, like, I have products that I can't use. I haven't had that many with FabFitFun. There's another, as mentioned, I used to subscribe to Costbox, and I had more issues with them with that particular problem, but something that I would like for them to try. So yeah, so this has been FabFitFun. I'm curious to see what you have to say, and if you get FabFitFun, if you would like to get FabFitFun. This video was in no way affiliated with them. I obviously don't have enough clout for that. If you are interested in FabFitFun, I obviously don't have a discount code, but like, just go to Google and like, there's a lot of discount codes there. I like it. Do I recommend it? I think that if you do have the funds, number one, that's the most important one. Like, if you do have the funds and you want like something that will, I don't know, give you a little self-care thing. It's a nice thing to do. There's also has a huge community that you can be part of. They have a lot of exercise videos, just videos in general that you can watch on their website. They have forums, so for some of you, maybe something really interesting to try. Let me know again in the comments what your thoughts are. If you are a member, what did you like? What didn't you like about 2020? Are you excited about 2021? With FabFitFun, not with like the world. That one we'll see. And I hope you have enjoyed it. Please, if you want, so you can subscribe and click on the bell so you are notified when I upload. I'm gonna try to upload Mondays and Fridays, but you know, I do have a full-time job, so we'll see how that goes. But usually I'll try to upload on Mondays and Fridays. And yeah, leave me a comment, subscribe if you can, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.